Hello, bright and shiny beacon of light. I'm so excited to see everybody here tonight. We are in for a very special event. Actually, it shows, okay, and now I can see that at least someone is watching this show here tonight. If you're new here, if this is your first time here, I tend to do a channel teaching on Monday night. But these are extraordinary circumstances in extraordinary times. And so I have notes here from my channeling this morning, but I'm going to do my best to instead let it go without looking at my notes. In fact, I think there's a DeLorean up on the page. Rather than my notes, there probably should be my notes. So I saw a car last night, a license plate, where my family and I were in Stowe, Vermont. And the license plate said epic fail on it. And I was thinking to myself just how careful we really want to be with our words. And that isn't the whole thing here tonight. But that kind of gets us into things. You see, I started an Inspire Nation show. We started, my wife and I, Jessica, a.k.a. the Pookie, started this show over 10 years ago. In fact, we had our 10-year anniversary September 11th, 4 weeks ago. We started the show to bring light to the darkness. And we took off, and we became the number one show on YouTube, not on YouTube. We became the first and only show on YouTube in this genre. So I guess that was number one. We became the number one show on iHeartRadio, on Google Play Music, on iTunes, and many different categories. And things took off, and we were rolling. This year in particular, it's actually started a couple years ago, but this year in particular, and over the last 3 months, we have watched as the algorithm has turned off. We have 420,000 followers on YouTube, has turned off or steered people away to where if you found this here tonight, woohoo! I love you. You're one of the lucky few. I joke that it's Billy Bob and his wife driving down the road in Kansas going, what in tarnation? That actually found the show. We are down in viewership right now, 95%. 95%. If a normal show would get 100,000 views, it'll get 5,000 views, 200,000, 10,000 views, something along those lines. Even more on the subscriber side of things. Michael, why are you saying these things? Because thoughts become things. Oh, well, there's good news in here. There's really good news. It's my baby, though. YouTube is my baby. It's something I've worked really, really hard at. And I'm not saying it's being taken away from me because it will come back in different ways. And I'm not exactly the kind of guy who gives up. But God, the steering and guidance that's coming right now. So an expression I like to use in good times and in bad is, how does it get any better than this? The show is doing great. How does it get any better than this? The show is having the quote unquote epic fail. How does it get any better than this? So Catherine says she searched for the shows. It is not being shared. Am I complaining? No. Am I upset? Well, actually, Jessica made this thumbnail that had a fist, and it's not a fist with me going like this. It's a fist of, There is definitely this angst in me. All angst ain't bad. Angst can be a really good or great thing. What's going on here is a really good or great thing. So Scott Altman is saying negative energy trying to affect the channel. I don't believe so. I believe we're being so coincidence that we just launched yesterday. We're going to start a Shine Bright tour. Actually, the internal discussion is a soul illumination tour. They're calling me a soul illuminator. I help you to shine bright. And we just announced yesterday we're going to hold our first talk in Montreal, a first live event in, I think, 15 years, longer than Inspire Nation has been Inspire Nation. We're going to hold our first live event, in-person event in Montreal in 3 weeks. Woohoo! You see, it is all steering and all guidance. A lot of what we're going to talk about here tonight, and I want to talk to you about my thought process, and I'm looking at the notes here and wondering if I'm going to look at the notes. I always look at the notes. It is all steering, all guidance, all good, all God, all whatever cliche or non-cliche you want to call it. It is all not a challenge, not a fail, but an opportunity in disguise. I don't even think this opportunity is in disguise. Let's be honest. I love our show. I love our guests. I love my ability to reach you and help you. I liked it even more when I had more diversity in the shows and when the thumbnails didn't have to be tabloids to get through the noise, because I look at it and I'm honestly embarrassed. Yes, I just said that I'm embarrassed by my own thumbnails. Not these thumbnails. maybe I should be. No. Because the algorithm has said you need to fit in the silo. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. And that's why my higher self is cranking down the screws, no matter how high I try, even as I try harder and harder to get the shows out there to you. YouTube, the algorithm, acting on my behalf in my best interest, has cranked it down tighter and tighter. Bruce Lipton, this Thursday, if you caught that, oh my God, and he honored us with one of the last interviews he's doing for a while. Bruce Lipton had the interview of all interviews of all interviews. Something happened. I don't even know what happened. And the sound blew up in the interview, and then the interview blew up, and I think 700 people total, that's a record, watched the show. Darren said, if you don't make fear porn thumbnails, then you'll have lower views. And Darren, I've been fighting not to go to fear, and the numbers keep trucking lower and lower and lower. Bruce Lipton show, only 700 people watched it. One of my all-time favorite shows that I will watch over and over and over again. And Aya, who's our moderator here, will watch over and over and over again. Only 700 views. I had to yank the show because if you have a poorly performing show, it affects every show to come out. I had to yank the show, repair the file first off, and then we get to figure out how we boost it again in 2 weeks when we re-release it. All-time favorite show tanked hard. Now, I can go, woe is me, poor me, look at me, I tried so hard, it's not working, life sucks. Excuse me. And I can use a lot more language about that. Celestiana, audio is fixed, but it's not aired again. We put up a new file. It will be aired 10 days from now. So a week from Thursday. I think that's the 17th, if I have that number right. Might be the 5th, 16th. Okay, here's the dealio. Let's back up a little bit. So many of us, maybe you, are facing crisis, are facing challenge, are facing gloom and doom, are facing the barrel of the gun right now. It ain't pretty. 2025's a really, really hard year. Please forgive me. It's supposed to be. Why? We don't grow in comfort. We don't grow on the couch. Oh my God, would I say the word lazy? No. I wasn't lazy. Was I lost? No. I wasn't lost. I wasn't being daring anymore. I was daring to start Inspire Nation. When we started the Inspire Nation show, and I had been channeling about it, I'd been walking literally along the side of the highway. We were wiped out financially, and we had a highway behind my in-laws' house, and that's why I was walking. And I was talking to the crickets. And Jessica came up with this name of Inspire Nation and tabled it because she felt the name was too big, too broad. And I heard it, and I'm like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. That's what we are. It's actually to inspire the word, but it is a very big name. I was really brave. I went for it. When I first had people like Dr. Stephen Greer on the show, I was really brave. I went for it. Somewhere along the line, I looked at the numbers. I got not comfortable, but said, we have to stay in this lane. So Catherine saying, I'm waiting for Toronto. Toronto is actually the number one city out of her entire survey. The number one city in the world that wants a Shine Bright or a Soul Illuminator talk is Toronto. So we will get to Toronto. We have to make it one of these 12. I'm told I need to do 12 talks in 12 months, and then I can broaden out from there. And so Toronto has to be on that list. Toronto and LA and New York and Sedona and maybe Vegas and somewhere in the Houston or Dallas area and probably Mount Shasta. Some great places we get to go. And I bring that up now because it is all steering and all guidance. We're all feeling the pull right now. No, more than that. We're all being whacked, in a sense, with 2x4s. And you can say, my life is perfect. Well, if you look at what's going on around you, you might go, sorry, I don't mean to startle you. Life is perfect. Life is great. And we're meant to live at a higher level. It's what I teach in the School of Mystics every month. In fact, this month in our School of Mystics, oh my God, am I helping you to leap up in your life, to leap up in your energy, to live at that highest level possible. We're calling it the clarity codes because I give you codes, I give you energetic attunements and transmissions to find greater clarity from your higher self. Make no mistake about it. All of the challenges that are hitting you right now, and they do feel like they are hitting you, all of the challenges that are hitting you right now are, in a sense, oh my gosh, please forgive me, and I may look at my notes a little bit. Yes, happy full moon, everybody. How does it get any better than this? We've got a super moon tonight. I definitely get to address that in a minute. All of the challenges facing you right now are coming from your higher self. Michael, there's no way. I didn't sign up for this. I had a friend killed. I had this take place. I lost a loved one. I lost a job. I lost this. You're saying it's my fault? No. Whoa. I never said anything was your fault. Fault implies blame, implies victim, implies victimhood. If you take one thing away from tonight, Ruth is crying. Those are tears of clearing, of cleansing. That's awesome. If you take one thing away from tonight, what is it? You ain't a victim. You couldn't be a victim. You don't play a victim. And you are the opposite of a victim. You are a creator. You are the ultimate creator. You are the biggest part of the creator. So Karen is asking a question. I'm going to try to keep questions to the end, but she's saying, I don't understand what is happening right now. Myself, I'm hoping to start a new type of healing meditation to help my pain and fatigue. Okay, first off, we've got the supermoon. A very big moon right now. A huge gravitas, a huge amount of energy, gravity, pulling on us right now. And pulling and tearing at us to pull us back into alignment. And it feels really uncomfortable by design because we don't shift with comfort. When you say, I'm sick, I'm hurting, I'm in pain, I lost my this, I lost my that, I would never say congratulations to these kind of wounds. Never. And at the same time, if you choose it, something great will come out of it. This is the key. If you choose it. Yeah, somebody said a come to Jesus meeting. The great, Mary Fryer. Love you, Mary. The thing is, the come to Jesus meeting is a come to you meeting. You are the creator. You are a son, a daughter, a child of God. Actually, you are God. You are not the entirety of everything, but you are the everything. And you are being called by your higher self, ringing the dinner bell. I'm going to ring it quietly, then I'm going to ring it louder, and then I'm going to ring it louder until you come to the table. It's not bad. Michael, you're supposedly this teacher. You're this, you're this, that. And you're being whack-a-moled right now. You got a concussion a few months ago. Full disclosure. I can't read in the mornings. It's crazy. Okay, I can really force it, but it hurts, and I'm dizzy, and I'm comfortable, and I'm like, whee. Why? Because the universe is saying, stop it. But not just stop it. You may be getting this too. Stop it and do things a different way. Stop it trying to please the algorithm and start holding live talks. Woohoo! Stop it and get new guests, new format, live interviews, something different. But stop doing the things the same way. So it's same for children. So when we say, yeah, but why is this happening to children? Why is this happening to animals? This is a great question, Anissa. Because on a spiritual plane, there ain't no such thing as a child. Childlike innocence means you can see through to the other side. Animals have that as well. They came here for their journeys. And we respect that, and we treat them with as much care and kindness and compassion, oh my God, as we possibly can. But we understand that they came in for their own journeys and own paths. Now, I've got somebody here saying, I'm tired of everything. We are exceptionally tired of everything when we don't give ourselves what we need. So, it's like I wrote a newsletter earlier today and said, viewership is down 95%. How does it get any better than this? Meaning, I'm still going to fuel my soul. You actually know what makes me feel best? Teaching. This, live on the mic with you, live and in-person events like Montreal in 3 weeks. And I'm sure Aya Bear can put down the link here. Oh my God, does that light me up? Some of this other stuff doesn't light me up. And the universe is cranking it down so I can't do it. And cranking it down so you can't do it. In other words, my notes a little bit here. The falling apart is a catalyst or trigger or catapult to help you do things differently. It's not here to belittle. It's not here to bring you to your knees. Although a little of that might not be bad. What's that expression from Bono? If you want to touch the sky, better get on your knee. Better get on your knees now. Yeah, but not out of you did something wrong. Not out of take care of me. This is a time where you get to take care of you. And let me let you in on a secret. You're dangerous right now. Dangerous. What do you mean by that? When you're backed in a corner, when you have nothing to lose, when you're skipping along the proverbial bottom, you are dangerous. When you are not acting out of fear, but act out of passion. I can't take it anymore. I need to do this. Oh my God. Things change miraculously. That's what we've gotten to do. So Jessica would say to me, Michael, you blew up the channel. And I'll go, are you saying blame? She goes, no, your higher self did it because you need to go back to what gives you greatest passion. I am so sorry, Karamoko. I'm not pronouncing that right. Komoriko. I lost 5 nekos, 5 cats this week. I am so sorry. And if we choose it, we respect and honor our little ones, and something great can come out of it. While it hurts, don't regret the things you did. Don't regret the things you tried. I tried so many things over the last few months, and guess what's happened? They've all blown up. Well, I'll try seeing if I do this with you. That didn't work. I'll see if I can do this for a time. If you remember back in June, I tried changing the time of the show when I saw the writing on the wall. Nope, that backfired. And I'm sorry for everybody who couldn't catch our show for a few weeks. Everything I tried went the other direction. Thank you, Heen. If you want to kiss this guy, better learn how to kneel on your knees now. Everything didn't work because it wasn't supposed to. So here's the rub. While it may feel terrible, and YouTube is my show, is my baby. I worked so hard. Do you realize I literally haven't taken a break? This is not about a complaint, but I haven't taken a break in over 10 years. Specifically, about 10 years and 4 months, I have not taken a break. I have fed the algorithm religiously, neurotically. And this is how it repays me? It sets me free. That's what being dangerous is about. It's you being set free to be yourself at an even higher level. Something special can come out of it. Now, again, watch Bruce Lipton's show. Watch Bruce Lipton's show. Watch Bruce Lipton's show next week. It is crazy amazing. And this week we have Paul Selig. Watch that too. I love Paul. These are all-time favorite guests. And come join us in Boston or Montreal. Oh, yeah. Well, I believe the week after Montreal, we'll have it finalized tomorrow. We're going to Boston as well. But if you're being shut down, if you're hitting walls, if the healing isn't coming, whatever it is all coming down for your highest good if we choose it. This is such a key piece. I'm going to see how long I keep going with this. This is something that's been on my mind so much lately. Is it an epic fail? Is it the greatest opportunity? Yes. Huh? Is it an epic fail? Is it the greatest opportunity? Yeah. Huh? Is it a... Okay, we get it, Michael. It is whichever you choose it. It is whatever language you give it. Language is energy, is everything. If I choose to say, it's setting me free, this is awesome, then it is setting me free and it's awesome. If I choose to say, oh my God, this hurts so bad, this sucks, it's terrible, it's the worst, it's oh my God, I'm just crying, I'm down 95%, I'm crying, why did it do this to me? Why did it do this to me? Cancel, clear, release. I'm right. Either way, I'm right. And either way puts me on a different timeline. I can have the timeline of, wow. Look back at 12 months from now. Oh my God, what the talks we're doing. Wow. Or I can have the timeline of, oh, this is terrible. Oh. What's the languaging I wish to give it? What's the languaging you wish to give this time period? 2.5 decades ago, April 2nd, 2006. Wow, I didn't think I was going to bring this up. I had my first of 2 near-death experiences, first of 3 really serious accidents. Somebody says, there's a doubt in me somewhere, Marianne? No. There is no doubt. There is a stepping forward, Marianne. April 2nd, 2006, I had my first near-death experience. And I'm in the hospital. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'm so, quote, broken. I know that magic is going to come. I've seen the world in a completely different way. In a sense, though I couldn't visualize it, I had seen the structure, the fabric of everything, and it was all completely different. I didn't see like this glow. I didn't see us all connected. It was a felt kinesthetic sense that has never left me since then. Oh, but wait. I was engaged at the time. Nope, my fiance did leave me. So I was completely broken, and then my fiance left me from halfway around the world. And then all sorts of other took place. And this blew up, and that blew up, and the other thing blew up. And I called that time period, about 2 or 3 years of trying to get back on my feet, the festivities. That's what that time period is. Ireland had the troubles. I had the festivities. I'm not making light. That was really serious stuff going on. I had the festivities. Changed everything and was awesome. If I didn't have the festivities, I wouldn't have met Jessica Pookie, a.k.a. the mama bear. I wouldn't have the baby bear. All of it is awesome. All of it came out of that. Was it years before that? Yeah, years before that. I had, if I'm honest, a very abusive relationship. I was not apparently the abuser, not my style. But I couldn't find a way out of this relationship. I finally found the way out of the relationship, and I had the most amazing job at the time. I don't think it had any effect. I know she did call my boss. I send her love, though. But soon after that, my job, I was working in the fashion industry. It was awesome for a while until it wasn't. I really wasn't into the scene. I wasn't into the money in that way, or the opulence, or it didn't make any sense to me. But looking sharp, now that was cool, and that was fun. All this stuff blew up on me. So I fixed up my home in Colorado. I said, I want to go to San Diego and become a full-time triathlete. Fixed up the home, put my home for sale, drove out, packed up everything in my U-Haul, drove out to San Diego. And guess what? Did I mention everything had blown up on me? Everything. I'm talking bankruptcy, finances, you name it. No one would rent a home to me. I couldn't even get a room for the indigent. I couldn't go anywhere other than either sleep in my car or with some kind people from the triathlon club who had like 20 cats giving me a place to stay for a few days. Cats wouldn't let me sleep. Before I finally packed everything up, turned tail, and headed back to Colorado. And thankfully, my home, which had been on the market, hadn't sold. But guess what? I'd fixed it up. And guess what? It felt different. And guess what? I ended up back in grad school getting 2 accelerated master's degrees after that and had my life completely change because it fell apart. Falling apart isn't a bad thing. It's a great thing. So if you look on the news, the negative worthless stimulation right now, you will see the U.S. falling apart. You will see the Middle East falling apart. And I will never make light where there is tragedy, where there is harm coming to anyone, particularly kids, where people are being starved. You get what I'm saying between the lines. I don't make light of any of this. But all of this falling apart for humanity, I'm convinced if we choose it, is here for our highest good. We get to reinvent ourselves. You get to reinvent ourselves. The trick is not to fall apart, but to fall into the highest level of alignment. To get into a resonance or frequency where you become unstoppable. How do you get in a resonance or frequency where you become unstoppable? Stop. Stop doing what ills you. Stop doing what hurts you. And I got to admit, this is still a hard one for me. I have headaches and dizziness each and every morning. And yet I still have calls from a loving editor or from my team or to do this newsletter or do the other thing. And the universe is going, stop. Stop. And I can't say it's easy. And I'm still making space and stepping forward. How am I stepping forward? I'm trying things. I'm doing things. I'm putting myself out there, even or especially ugly. I don't know if 10 people are going to come to the talk in Montreal or, no, 1,000 don't fit. 110, 210. I think we max out just a little bit more than that. I don't know if people are going to come. Only 3 weeks notice. It's okay. If I get Boston going tomorrow, maybe when, we'll know in the morning. I don't know how many people are going to come. Is it 1 person, 10 people, 100%? Guess what? I can't believe I'm going to say this. It doesn't matter. Thank you so much, Mary Fryer. And if there's a question in there, I can't read it. It's green, but Jessica, Aya will give it to me at the end. I can't read the green with my eyes and the concussion. It doesn't matter the result at this point. I want to set you free here tonight. I want to set you free to free fall to a higher level, to fall into greater alignment, to fall into resonance, to fall into a frequency where you become unstoppable. It means trying stuff that may not work, doing things that are really out there. We move to Florida in a few weeks. I think the last time that we go south in the winter. I'm fairly convinced of this. I don't know what the future will look like, but I think it's the last time we go south. I'd much rather stay put. I'd much rather have our first forever home with the family. But the logistics have been sketchy at best coming together. And so what I've been asking is, what are the different ways of doing this? What are the ways of doing this that I haven't thought of or that really seem out there? And that's what you get to do. Ask yourself, what doesn't even make sense, but maybe I should try, get to try? And what lights me up? What lights me up? What excites me? What makes me go, wow, wow? Like one of the things that Jessica and I are really good at is we tend to live. Sorry, Meowsers, you were sitting in your food. We tend to live in places where we go, wow, I can't believe I live here. We've got Lake Champlain literally at their backyard, a growing beach because of this huge drought. But we literally have a beach in our yard. How does it get any better than this? And in a little over a month, we're going to have boats coming past the house where we're living in Florida. We're going to go, how does it get any better than this? It's absolutely amazing. We get to bring that passion into all areas of our life and ask, what lights me up? What lights me up? School of Mystics lights me up. Oh, if you're a mystic, if you're here tonight, I love you, I love you, I love you. These live talks I'm going to do, oh my God, you are going to be so changed by the energy in there because it lights me up. Chasing the algorithm, being a slave to tabloid-like shows or titles, that doesn't light me up. And that's why I've been stopped cold. You can say the same for yourself. And you will know if you're in alignment or if you're not. You know if you're hitting walls and what it feels like if things are falling apart. What do you do? Well, there's a reason that this month I teach clarity and guidance in the School of Mystics, and I haven't had time to do anything. We still have our summer free. Try it for a month. Try School of Mystics for a month. That will be coming down. We just got a whole nother team on board. How does it get any better than this? So that will be coming down, and we'll be putting together things that are even more value, but not at the same price. Value. School of Mystics is like the most valuable thing we have, that and automatic writing. Oh my God, how does it get any better than this? We're teaching this month in the School of Mystics clarity and guidance. Oh, Michael, do you have clarity and guidance? Actually, I do. I have that big picture of what in the world lights me up. I just don't know how to get there. Between you and me, it doesn't matter. A tiny little step taken completely and totally ineffectively. Ineffectively. You mean effectively? No. A tiny little step taken completely and totally ineffectively, but in the direction you desire, is crazy amazing. Amazing. What I said jokingly about the talk in Montreal, and who knows, maybe we'll sell the place out. Oh, and we will have online access. I don't know if it'll be live or a recording right afterwards. Depends on how the internet is when we set up. But you will have online access to it. It's symbolic. Your life is symbolic too. You step forward, even completely and totally ineffectively, but you step forward to what feels good and feels right to you. And something crazy, amazing, special comes out of it. And yes, Brian, you will find more clarity. So here's what I want you to do. And then we're going to go to a Q&A early here tonight. You got a sheet of paper. This could be fun. You could put a line in half. Well, I don't have any paper by me. I whiteboard this out. But put a line in half and say, what's not working on one side? Or what hurts? The headaches? Yeah, I guess the headaches hurt. What hurts? When does it hurt? Why does it hurt? And it's one column. It's a lot for one column. You can do this. The other side. What lights me up? What makes me feel good? What makes me feel great? What makes me lose sense of time? What would I do or can I do where I go, I can't believe I get to do this? Maybe it's riding roller coasters. I can't believe I got to do this. I look forward to the time I can ride a roller coaster again. That's not quite yet. But I have put together such an amazing team to help me to the other side of this concussion and beyond and beyond and beyond. And the team is here, meaning there's a spiritual team working on it, and the team is here. There's a physical team working on it. What lights me up? Okay, that's part A. 2 columns. Pain lights me up. After you do that, this might be a 2 or 3 step, probably a 3 step. I want you to write down Napoleon Hill calls it a definite chief aim. I'm going to use his words for tonight. I'm going to steal them. Definite chief aim. Where do you wish to place your focus moving forward? What is the one single most important thing for you right now? And I wouldn't phrase it as be pain-free. Could be over the top healthy. But what would you do if you're healthy? Michael, if I was healthy, I'd start a business. I'd start something on Etsy. I would open a nursery school. I would teach English language. I would whatever. Maybe you don't even need to write down the aim of be healthy. Write down what you're going to do on the other side of healthy. I'm looking at Justin. I wonder if he did this. I wonder if Justin wrote down what he would do on the other side of this big event in his life. That's what I want you to do. Get down the definite chief aim. So step 1, 2 columns. Step 2. What's my aim? What's my focus? Doesn't have to be a perfect focus. We don't have to know a darn detail. Mine, and I've often heard don't share it with others, but mine you probably already know. So I might as well share it with you. Lead, teach, elevate millions. Lead, teach, elevate millions. Lead, teach, elevate millions. Lead, teach, elevate millions. And then I put some financial numbers, when this is going to come to me, when that is going to come to me, because finance is a power. That's a power. The more that I have in a big fat wallet, so to speak, that's awful. That's not spiritual. Are you kidding me? The good that I can do, the kids that I could feed, the amount of people that I could reach, the lives that I could change. Are you kidding me? Lead, teach, elevate millions. And guess what? I am becoming unstoppable. I am becoming mofo strong, meaning, oh, you can knock me down, cancel, clear, release. You can drive over me. That's actually happened. I guess twice. It was hit by a car 4 years ago, and then I had a moving truck drive into us now 3 months ago. But as I write this down, and as you write this down each and every evening, you become so strong. In fact, you can write that down. I am powerful. I am all creative. I am invincible. I'm all powerful. I'm all strong. I'm all invincible. Something like that. Whatever works for you. And as you go to sleep, you write this down. You write this down. You write down all of these statements about how strong, about how creative, about how empowered you are, about how much you're working with the universe, about how much you get to help others, how grateful, how thankful, and what you want. And you write this down each and every evening, each and every morning. And in the middle of the day, as if somebody stopped you in the elevator and said, you, what's your definite chief aim? Lead, teach, elevate millions. You say it, and you say it, and you say it. And you become so crazy strong. There's your clarity. You become so crazy strong that your show, your baby blows up before you. And you go, well, I've been saying lead, teach, elevate millions. Apparently, this terrorist show that I can't believe got to this point, and I love my show, but I can't believe it got to this point. This means a silo that I put ourselves in. That's not what it's supposed to be. That's not what I'm supposed to be. Damn it, that's not who I am. Awesome. It's blowing up and I'm not celebrating it, but I am celebrating being set free. Oh my God, yes. You will get there too. Or something even better. Get the definite chief aim. Get the fire burning in your belly. Every evening, every morning, write it down. Scream it. Say it. Have discussions with your team. Who's your team? I used to go to bed each night, until recently, doing my automatic writing, always in the morning, sometimes in the evening. Now I actually bring this counsel that I have for my automatic writing, and I'm going into them in my head as I'm going to sleep, as I'm repeating what I want. They are going to bring me into that alignment I desire and help me to what I want, or something even better. Why do you say or something even better? I can want what I want. And while I am the master of my ship, it is a co-mastery. It is a co-captainship with the universe that can take me to an even higher level if I let it. Meaning, well, the show. If my definite chief aim is, I want the best show. I want the most people on the show. I want the most subscribers of the show. Okay, that's good. But what if there's something more for you, Michael? What if there's something more waiting for you? Michael, what's your dream? Oh, to be like Queen, to be able to go in front of a stadium of millions of people, to have somebody come down to me, I'm sitting near the front row, and say, Michael, Queen can't go on. Here's the mic on stage and help people for a little bit. And for me to go, oh, thank God I can finally breathe, or oh, thank God I can finally relax. That's my dream. Millions. Huge dream. Gonna happen. That's your job, is to get in alignment with that no matter what, to write it down with everything you have, to write it and sing it and dream it and talk it and be it into existence every night as you go to bed. Why? Because your subconscious doesn't sleep. Never, ever, ever. In fact, if you want to hear the words of your subconscious, don't listen in the middle of the day. Listen in the middle of the night, because what happens before you go to bed? Oh, oh, you're stupid, you failed, you screw this up, replay this conversation, replay that conversation, that bill, the other thing. Oh my God. And I have done a fair share of that myself. Right before you go to sleep, your subconscious out to play, and it lets you know what's on its mind. Please. Whether it's with the School of Mystics and all the clearings we do, and we do some amazing School of Mystics, whether it's one of the events we're going to do clearing work as well, or whether it's anybody else's. Dr. Bradley Nelson is the first one that comes to mind. There are so many great ones. Get clearing work on the wounds and blocks and rewrite. And you don't need to clear first in order to rewrite. What a screw up. I can't believe I screwed this thing up. I screwed that thing up. I screwed the other thing up. Okay, if you tell yourself that you're a screw up, it is a miracle that Jessica stayed with me. Whenever you hear me go quiet like this, I'm like, do I share that? I was gifted with the screw up gene. My choice to take it. I took that gene. I ran with it. I can remember the first few months Jessica was in my life. It's a miracle she stayed with me. No, maybe it's a few months after that. We were working on our first book, and I was just tortured. Oh, God. I tore myself apart. I literally beat on myself in front of her. You blankety, 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 blanking. You don't deserve to blankety, blankety, blankety. Cancel, clear, release. I love that boy. I love that boy. It's okay, Michael. It's okay, Michael. It's okay, Michael. You got to bring that kindness and compassion where you hear that, because that's your wounded inner child speaking words that aren't even hers or his or theirs. When that language comes up inside of you, grab it. That's awesome. That's better than gold. If you hear yourself saying, what a screw up, what an idiot, why, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, and you're just kicking on yourself and picking on that's awesome. That is really awesome. Michael, are you saying that tongue in cheek? No. Sort of like saying, how does it get any better than this? This is truly awesome. Okay, Michael, what do you mean? All right. If you call yourself a screw up, what do you want to do? Well, I love Emile Coué's statement. You could write down before bed each night, every day in every way, I am getting better and better. You could write down, I am all powerful, I am all creative, everything I do turns to gold. I'm all powerful, I'm all creative, everything I do turns to gold. I love that one. Everything I do turns to gold. Everything I do turns to gold. Everything I do turns to gold. Thank you, Trish the Traveler. And I will try to read this at the end as well, because I literally have blurry vision trying to read on the screen, particularly things with green behind it, which is how it shows up to me. I actually read. How crazy is that? At least not at the moment. Write down almost the opposite of that statement and take it to the power of 10. You do not have to believe it. You don't have to believe it. You just repeat it and repeat it and repeat it before you go to bed. And why before you go to bed? Because as you're getting sleepy, you're going into a theta brainwave state. A theta brainwave state is both A, where you're most impressionable, and B, where the impressions that are inside of you come out. That's why at the end of the day, all of the garbage inside of you comes out as you get into that theta brainwave state. And also, as you play and ruminate and start kicking yourself, stomp it. I guess maybe that's the last thing, because I'm going to go on and on here. And I don't want to give you too much for tonight. Sorry, Meowsers. Of course, come to our School of Mystics. Oh, my God. It's focused. It's a transmission just like this. There are attunements. We are going to change and shift you. We are going to rock you. We are going to rock you. Stop it. No more feeding the bears. Well, you can feed the good bears. We like that. No more feeding the bears. No more feeding the two wolves. We've all heard the story about the good wolf and the bad wolf and the grandfather and the little child. And the grandfather says, there is a wolf on each of your shoulders. There's a good wolf and there's a bad wolf. And they're fighting. And the child turns to Grandpa and says, which one's going to win? And Grandpa says, whichever one you feed. Don't feed the bad wolf. Stop calling yourself names, and stop calling yourself names for calling yourself names, and stop feeding it. Don't go to bed watching a crime show, a horror movie, anything. that does not have the energy you wish to pump and put inside of you because you are most brainwashable right before bed. And this, even this, especially the TV, but even this can brainwash you because of the blue flickering light. Brainwash yourself with goodness. At the end of each evening, I first brainwash myself with goodness, with a show, with an audiobook, with something positive that I put into myself. And then I go and write things out in that theta brainwave state and rewire and rewrite my subconscious, which is what I want you to do. Then in the morning, you're still in that theta brainwave state. What does that mean? Well, if you went to bed at the evening and you're replaying a day and you're kicking yourself for something that took place, then in the morning, guess what? You're going to be replaying the day and kicking yourself for something that took place. If you went to bed going, woohoo, this is rocking awesome. I am the co-creator. I am the creator of my universe. Everything I touch turns to gold. My life keeps getting better and better, no matter what. You wake up in the morning, woohoo! Everything I touch turns to gold. My life just keeps on getting better and better no matter what. You replay these things in the morning, and now you energetically put yourself at such a high vibratory state. There's a law of frequencies in the universe which says like attracts like. You can't help but you can't help but attract something at the highest level, someone at the highest level. All by getting in that higher vibratory state, all by getting in that frequency. So I'm going to wrap it up with this, and I'm going to go to Q&A. We might do a really short meditation. I'm keeping these short and tight, and guess what? Algorithm, be damned. I'm just going to do these my way. I might even do many shorter shows a week. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm dangerous right now because nothing I did worked. So I'm going to do something else. Something might work. Something might blow up. It doesn't matter. I'm going to find what works in here for you out here. And we're going to do this together. But I want you to be neurotic, coming up with a definite chief aim. Neurotic of cutting all off negative stimulus. Neurotic of cutting off thoughts that don't serve you. Neurotic at choosing a positive thought. Neurotic, not toxic positivity, of saying something great can come out of this. Acknowledging if a car is on your foot, that mofo hurts. And please get that car the hell off of my foot. And thump, thump, thump. Something great can come out of this. That's what I want you to do for your highest good, the highest good of all, or something better. Certainly, come join us in the School of Mystics. I can't believe it's still free for a month. Come join us. It's free. This is a month where I promise you greater clarity, greater understanding. We are going to clear away so many of these negative patterns that don't serve you and help you see who and what you are and where to go at the highest level. Definitely go to the Bruce Lipton show next week. Oh my God, we're going to go again. Algorithm be damned again. We're going for it. This week is Paul Selig. I think there are a few other things. Oh, yeah, come to Montreal. If you're anywhere near the border, come to Montreal. If you're anywhere near Boston, if not, come to Boston or get an online ticket. Oh, my God, are these going to be life-changing events? And the first, you only have the first once. So that is, I wonder if I'll cry. Probably. But I want you to be neurotic about your future, not neurotic about your wounds, not even paying attention to the wound. Meaning, okay, if you need to be sewn up, be sewn up. If you're missing a limb, get a cane. I don't make light of these things. I have twin titanium femurs, twin titanium pins through the hips. We could say titanium hips, a titanium wrist, on and on it goes, blah, 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 blah. You do what you have to do. But then get busy here. Battle gamer, yes, we may all share a cry together at this first event. Get busy here. Get busy here. Get busy in greatest alignment. And realize you may have a day left. You may have a decade left. You may have 100 years left. But why freaking waste it in the comfort zone? Reprogram yourself. Reprogram your mind. Get in alignment with your higher, not higher source. You are the source. Get in alignment with your higher self. And then mofo, rock this world. We will rock you. You will rock you. And how does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? All right, I'm going to open it up to questions here. I have no idea what to think of this. I went to the notes. I went away from the notes. I've got donations. I've got questions. I've got queries. I love everybody who is here. Thank you for being with me for this. This is the start of something new. This is the start of something special. I'm dangerous. I'm unplugged. It's like, yes, where not Mr. Anderson, Mr. Smith takes off his little earpiece and gives it to give to Mr. Anderson and says, "You've set me free." The YouTube algorithm, that would be there'd be a thumbnail. The YouTube algorithm just set me free. And I don't know what that means. And I know the little boy inside of me is screaming, "No!" There's also the part of my little boy inside of me going, "Woohoo!" I'm going to go with the hoo-hoo one. That's the wolf I'm going to choose. And so I send love. I'll see you Wednesday in the School of Mystics, live or recorded. I will see you Thursday with Paul Selig. How does it get any better than this? Next week, Bruce Lepton, show of all shows. If we have it up already, click that link. Bear can put it in the chat so that you get the reminder next week. And then come join us. Definitely come join us or come join me. Somebody's writing, "I've decided to be dangerous too." Awesome, Anisha. Yes. That is what I want for you. That is what living is all about. Living isn't about a butter knife. It's living on that sharp and pointy point. That's where the game is played, at the tip of the spear. All right, let us go to questions here. And I'm going to drink some water here. Mary Fryer, not much, but towards the retreat. I think we are all being encouraged to learn to play with this energy. Of course. Isn't that part of what we have asked for? Yes. Think about how big these life experiments are. Growth, I think so. If the life experiments were strong, you are so right, Mary. If the life experiments were small, we wouldn't do a darn thing. Oh, that was a close call. Oh, I almost needed to change. No. And again, it doesn't mean you did anything wrong. I followed a course as long as I could. Actually, I may have followed that course a little bit too long. And I choose to see the positive, so it's not too long. Please understand this. Riffing off of Mary's comment. Never a ray of sunshine or never a drop of sunshine is ever lost. Meaning, I could go, well, you could have done these talks 4 years ago. You could have changed 4 years ago. You didn't need to wait for this. I didn't need to. Are you kidding me? You got just the right of information, just the right amount of, as Mary is saying, energy to be ready for this now. Now is your time. Not yesterday, not a minute ago. Meowsers is plowing food here. I am so happy. Not any moments ago. Now is your time. Your egoic self, my egoic self would say, Michael, you could have done it when. There's so many copycat shows out there and copycat shows that are doing much better than ours. It's great. Love them. Michael, you could have when they came along. You could have kept being a pioneer. We were the first to do this. You could have. No. Now, for whatever reason, now is the time. And now may be the time for you too. And in 2025, particularly as we're in a cycle of 3 supermoons, I believe it is, in a row right now, now is the time. And oh my God, now is the energy. And just like Jessica Morris saying, I feel like 5 million electrical pulses snaking through her body. That is this energy right now. Trisha, the traveler. My 3D job ended last week. I'm going to go, congratulations. I know, Trisha, congratulations. Instead of being a victim, I decided to follow my soul purpose, and all the doors have opened for me in just a few days, following my heart, and it's working. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody, you can learn from Trisha, and you can learn by being brave and bold, symbolically taking a step forward. I don't know if I should leave that job. If there's any way that you can make it work, maybe now's the time to leave. If not, if it's an investor in your future, then at least step forward, be daring and go, if I'm stuck in this job 8 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 6, 8 to 7, whatever it is, even if I only have one breath left when I come home, I'm going to take half of that breath and post about a job and look for a job and do something for not half acid. Do it full acid or not at all. Not that kind of acid. Do it full assed. There we go. Or not at all. Step forward into yourself. Barbara Dunker. When I meditate or get in this weightless, mindless zone, I always feel nauseous. Is that normal? I am almost afraid to lean into it from not sure what will happen. Barbara, get yourself grounded. It is okay to get in that weightless zone, but make sure we put you on the earth. Your feet are on the earth, or ask to be grounded in the meditation to the earth. Be like Sandler, this archangel whose feet are on the earth, head is in the heavens. I don't need you to feel. There is a difference between being in the bliss zone and being nauseous. When I hear nauseous, what I hear is ungrounded. We can certainly ask about that. You can ask about it in meditation. You can ask about it in automatic writing. But I wouldn't push through into the nauseousness. I would observe the nauseousness. I would ask what the nauseousness is. Why is the nauseousness here to serve me? My concussion hurts. I'm not making complaint. Right now, I don't know, depending on how much I focus it, a 2, a 3, or 4. Yesterday, it felt like there was blood coming out of my ears. All perfect. All perfect. Michael, No, I'm doing everything I can for the healing. And I'm doing all this work up here, which says I'm already healed. It just may be a few days, weeks, months before that full healed has realized. But I will befriend it. I will look. I will let it guide me. I will walk with it. That's what you get to do, Barbara. May. Oh, sending so much love, first May. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, but just in one spot. I'm trying to stay present, but I find that I keep asking myself crazy questions. It's okay to ask crazy questions, May. I know we can heal ourselves, but I'm not sure just how to go about it. If you have better suggestions, I would appreciate them. Sending love and light. May, I have all these titanium parts. I am an interesting riddle within an enigma, meaning I am holistic. I am natural. I am, if you tell me antibiotics, for instance, I'm going to be like, I am playing with that line. And I certainly, one of my all-time favorite sites, I recommend everybody go to it, wddty.org. What Doctors Don't Tell You. Started by Power of Eight's Lynn McTaggart, who started What Doctors Don't Tell You, I think, years before that, for some of the greatest research that has been brushed away, but is science-based research, whatdoctorsdon'ttellyu.org. So I do this very non-Western medicine approach and a very Western medicine approach that has saved my gluteus maximus or minimus many a time, May. What does that mean? It means we get information from both sides, we put it all together, and we sit with it and we feel with it. Deepak Chopra, way back in the 90s, his opinion was we can meditate on it, we can sit with it, we can be with it, we can send all this energy to it, but if you can get it out, get it the hell out, and then do those things. I think that would be, that will be, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a medical intuitive, I don't play one on TV, this is not medical advice, but that is probably what I would do, is if there's something inside of me that I know I can get out, get it the heck out, and then and at the same time do all the work. I would feel into it first, and I would listen to my body. I would only entertain crazy ideas of what's possible, not the crazy ideas of what may happen if I don't, what may happen. I would not entertain, moving forward, everyone here. I would not entertain the fear. I got to tell you, and the more I learn about concussions, and there's so much, maybe I'll have a show next week on concussions, because I think so many of us have actually had concussions and don't realize it. One of the things that a concussion means is that your autonomic nervous system is out of whack. This also happens with autoimmune conditions. This happens with exposure to chemicals. This happens actually with exposure to trauma. Hello. Now we're talking about how much percentage of the population, 70, 80%, maybe more. When you have that exposure to your nervous system, you tend to be in a fight or flight state, even if you're very calm. I can bliss us out like the best of them. I can take you into a meditation where you're like, Tonight, I might do just a really short meditation. Nisha, yes, wddty.org. That is Lynn McTaggart's site. If we looked at my handy dandy watch, which measures HRV and stress level, I am cooler than a cucumber. And at the same time, that's a lot of the rewiring I've done with my subconscious. That's what I teach. And at the same time, my autonomic nervous system is fired up in the sympathetic like you wouldn't believe. It is in a fear-based state. That is not the state of necessarily good healing or necessarily fighting off illness or colds or any of that stuff when you're in that fight or flight state. And it is not a great state from which to build or create. Michael, I got a problem here. Michael, you've got a problem here. You say you're going to change. You say you're going to grow. You say you're going to shift. And yet you're saying, if I hear you right, that your sympathetic nervous system is in overdrive, so you're in this fearful state. Yeah. And you're saying that's not the most creative state. Yeah. And don't you want to be in a creative state before you pivot and change? Don't you want to be healthy and healed before you make a great change? Don't you want to be? No. If there's one thing that I do, I feel the fear and do it anyway. I feel the fear and do it anyway. I don't wait for perfection. I don't wait for, if you're a singer, you don't wait till your song is perfect before you get it to a record label. If you're a writer, you don't wait till your book is perfect to get it to an editor. If you're a whatever, you don't wait. You do it now. It doesn't have to be perfect. So we don't wait till the fear is all gone to step forward. There's no such thing as a perfect answer. There is a perfect symbolic step to your healing. And that perfect symbolic step, May, is A, thoughts of being healed. B, stepping forward, gathering information. And then C, making choices, knowing there is no one perfect choice. It doesn't have to be a perfect choice. You're loved, you're supported, you're the creator. I'm loved, I'm supportive, I'm the creator. I'm loved, I'm supported, I'm the creator. I'm loved, supported, I'm the creator. If you understand this, you start saying crazy positive things to yourself, not out of toxic positivity, but because you are the projector of your reality. And you start getting ideas of where to turn. So just a few for me. One or two more questions. We'll do the tiniest little meditation here. All right. At first, I was given this concussion advice, and we'll maybe have a concussion show next week. A concussion advice, rest. Don't do computers. Don't do blue light. Wear these blockers. Do this. And this go soft approach. Turns out the latest research says that that's all bad. But once I started having the brain declining rather than getting better, I'm like, what do I do? Okay, well, it turns out that the local concussion center here at University of Vermont, over a 1-year waiting list. Neurochiropractor down in Norwich, Vermont, has a, 4-month waiting list. Optical doctor who specializes in concussion in New Hampshire, maybe a 6-month waiting list. That's not going to cut it. All right. Well, every evening, do you picture yourself healed? Yes. Are you thinking leader, teacher, elevate millions? Yes. Are you thinking, well, after I get better, and I don't know if I'm going to. No. I do those things. I got a call out of the blue. The concussion center. We've got an opening Tuesday. I hadn't even tried to make an appointment with them because when they called, they said that the next available opening was over a year out. How'd they call me? I still don't know. I've already been to them. Then I called the place in Norwich, and what was it? It didn't have an opening till January, and I said I was leaving for Florida. They said they'd put you on the waiting list, but then we have this opening next week. Okay, I'll take it. Similar thing with the eye doctor, except the eye doctor all of a sudden had an opening the next week, and then they called to confirm the appointment, and they're like, are you still able to make it next week? I said, yeah, unless you have anything today. A 3.5-hour drive away. They said, no, but we just got a cancellation for tomorrow. I'm stepping forward. You get to step forward. When you step forward symbolically, May, the doors will open up. The answers will appear before you. And yes, see yourself healed. Yes, see your breast intact. Yes, see yourself even healthier, even stronger, doing even more goodness on the other side of this. That's what you get to do. And I send so much love your way, May. Let's take these last two questions. I think I have like 10 questions here. Let's take these last two questions. And Anisha, Michael, what is your status with the shifting energies? What is your comment on children and animal and the energies? So, well, if we're talking about the shifting energies all around us, that is taking us from a state of impotence, a state of I am just a physical being having a physical existence, and so I'm at your. You can forgive me, bitch, slap me all around, and I'll just take it. That's what we're taught and trained to do in school and in the tribe and everything. It's gone. It's gone. We are realizing we're empowered. That's why there are the fights on the streets, so to speak. That's why there are these wars in places like the Middle East, because the powers that be are trying to convince us that we are not all powerful and trying to put us in a victim state. It's bullshit. Don't fight them. Love them up. Love them up. I truly mean that. No, that doesn't mean that we have to support tyranny. That doesn't mean that we have to support genocide. Are you kidding me? Not on your life. And yes, one of my dearest friends on Inspire Nation, he was my EA 3 years ago, Anas. He was from Gaza. He was on the phone with me under the stairs when there were missiles falling all around him. I don't make light of this, even in this. And I send you so much love, Anas, if you're watching this. So much love, so much love, so much love. But the shifting energies are here to set us free, because we are going from this physical reality to not just energy. I'm all energy. I'm spiritual. No. We're becoming the Sandalphons. We're becoming the Metatrons. We're becoming the grounded spiritual creators in physical form, able to create, able to project with our minds, able to create our new reality. That's what we are. The children coming in today, even more capable of this. So what do? We tamp them down. We brainwash them. Not meaning you and me. But the school system is not set up to make anything other than a 9-to-5 automaton. And so children, I believe, are taking themselves out left and right because they don't understand that. We get to support them. We get to love them. We get to encourage them. Animals, I don't know if it's so much we support. We certainly love them and encourage them. We let them be. We help them to have their lives. So I have moths in a closet here. And I could get mothballs and kill them. Instead, I went with cedar strips. What do cedar strips do? They don't like it. They tend to leave. More importantly, it doesn't allow them to procreate. But it lets them have their lives. Michael, are you kidding me? You're even letting a moth? Of course. Would you let a mosquito? Of course, as long as it's not going to bite my child. If it's biting my child, Mama Bear goes, ugh. And I go, okay, I'm sorry. I bless you for your next life. And on you go. If you're taking what you need from me, I say, have a beautiful lifetime. Please, please don't do any harm, but I send you so much love. That's what we get to do here on earth. That's what we get to do. Okay, one last question. Unable to rise. Perfect. Last question at the evening. I was at a retreat and fell smack down on my back. It took me down, and while stuck, I had to figure it out and show up. Why did the universe slam me down when I'm trying to level up? It's steering. Everything has, there's this law. I love this law. It's a terrible law. It's a fun law. It's an amazing law. It's an awful law. Law of unintended consequences. What's the law of unintended consequences? Well, a lot of people don't see the YouTube live, so I will re-air that the next day or the next week. I tried that experiment a month and a half ago. That was part of this whole big explosion of the channel. Because I tried to get something out to more people. The unintended consequence was the algorithm says your show isn't doing well not once, but twice. I'm going to really not hurt you, but steer you. A different thought comes after you fall than before you fell. I promise you. And you were thinking about it. It's always a cool thing to do, of asking yourself, what was I thinking before I fell? Either way, if you were planning on going to A, now you're going to B. If you're planning on speaking to Bob, now that you're laying on your back, you're speaking to Jane or Jill or John. Something different comes because you got your smack down, and a different chain of events will come because of it. So the universe did not slam you down. Slam you down is like deliberately try to hurt you. I will go with rip the carpet out from underneath you to raise you up. But Michael, I was already leveling up. And able to rise, I can say, but everyone, I was doing this with the show. I was trying that with the show. I was doing everything I can to level up. Yeah. But there was a different direction. There was a different path. Somebody just said it's not a setback, it's a challenge. You're right, Brian. I would go, it is a set forward. Falling on your back set you forward. That's what's taking place here. Would I be having 12 talks in 12 cities over the next 12 months? And that is, oh my God, happening. Would I be doing that if I didn't have my setback/set forward? Probably not. Would I be willing to try different things with the show? Because I have nothing to lose right now. Yeah, but your income that you get from the show and your numbers that you get for the show and your... I have nothing to lose right now. It is a set forward. We're never falling down. We're always falling up. We're never falling down, always falling up. On that note, I'm going to see if we can do just a minute or two meditation. I'm going to keep it real short. I do a longer meditation in the School of Mystics. Come join me on Wednesday night. I am just respecting my mind, and my mind is like, you're done. Call it good. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. I'm just not going to sing the sock it to me, cancel, clear, release. I've already gotten the sock it to me. I love you, Aretha. You rock. I get to listen to what my body, mind, soul tell me, to what my body, mind, soul need. You get to listen to what your body, mind, show tells you and needs as well. Chris, what did you write? Michael, will you be announcing in advance when your live shows are coming? So Chris, I have one official, one I believe will happen. I'll know if tomorrow. One in Montreal on October 25th. Aya Bear will put down the link here. And you can also watch it. It is not I do not know if we'll be streaming or if you'll get the recording immediately afterwards, but you can get an online ticket to it if you can't make it in person. And we have early bird discount, I think, for the next 7 or 8 days until those fill up. There's only a certain amount of early bird discounts. And there's also bring a friend discount. If you can't make it across the border to Montreal, Boston should be the next one on November, that's Saturday. I think it's in November 1st or 2nd. After that was going to be New York the next week. I'm going to take it slow. Maybe it'll be a month later in New York, and we'll see from there. We're also getting a new baby RV at the end of the year so that we can truck around and do this in a tiny little thing because I don't want to be behind the wheel of a big truck anymore. Rah, 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 rah. So stay tuned. We definitely get to put it on our website. How to do that yet? This is the last note. That and click on the link for Bruce Lipton's show next week. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to want to share it with everybody. Of course, share this with everybody. The last note is, and yes, please thumbs up or share this. Even better, share this. Everybody needs to hear this. Not me so much ranting and raving, but I've tripped and fallen like the best of us. And something great is coming out of it. You can trip and fall like the best of us. And something great can come out of it. Step forward ugly. Fugly even. Step forward fugly. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be right. It just has to be symbolic. I'm stepping forward into the greatest version of myself. I'm stepping forward into the new person I wish to be. I'm stepping forward into greater alignment with myself. Not with you, not with you, not with your agenda, not with your agenda. I'm stepping forward into here. And you will live up here, no matter how ugly the step is. Why? Because in the words of Spock, and I don't remember who put it into an 80s song, you are pure energy. That's what you are, pure energy. And when you understand that you are pure energy, having a human experience, you understand that stepping forward symbolically matters everything. Nothing matters more than stepping forward symbolically. Nothing hurts more than feeding your mind with junk. Watch your thoughts, watch your mind, and point that spear tip to exactly where you want it to go. And no matter how ugly it flies, you will get there or someplace even better. Last note, a brief meditation. Bruce Lipton's show, different than the one last week. That one was great. It will have the first few questions, which didn't make it into last week's show because the universe ate them. There are many minutes of blankness at the beginning of the show. Who ever heard of a show having, but we did. We did. We had to pull it down, repair it, and put it back up. So if you caught it last time, catch it this time so that you get the beginning of the show. And how does it get any better than this? All right, what is a 1 to 2 minute meditation? All right, I know where we're going to go. Let me drink a sip of water. I can't believe how this is great energy, though. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying the energy. I'm unplugged. I'm on fire. I'm dangerous. And so are you. And so am I. Jamie, my rooster is in heaven. Ruru walked on a year and a half ago now. Year and a half? Yeah, year and a half ago. I love you, Roo. Yes, you can watch some of our ass shows with Roo in my arms. And I love him so dearly. All right. So what I'd like you to do, oh, my head is telling me it's just about time. Or it is time. Let's close our eyes. Let's massage our thighs with our hands, getting grounded in the body. Let's wiggle that gluteus minimus or maximus in our chair. Let's tippity tap our feet on the floor. Kind of wiggle ourselves back and forward, shaking off that full moon energy. Oh my God, is that strong? And let's take a nice, slow, deep breath. In through the nose, down to the belly, and out through the nose. In and out. In and out. In and out. Now imagine, if you will, that we've all come together, everybody watching this, past, future, and present, we've all come together for a beautiful, brief, full moon, supermoon ceremony. How does it get any better than this? So we're going to all take hands in a giant prayer circle. We're going to hold hands with somebody to our right, hold hands with somebody to our left. We breathe in together as one, and out together as one. In as one, and out as one. In and out. Now, as we continue to do this, we look up high up in the heavens, and there is this beautiful full moon almost directly above us, and it is huge. So incredibly bright that as you look around you, even in the inky darkness, what do you see but daylight? It is as bright as day, but in the center of this prayer circle is this most amazing still body of water. It's perfectly still, without a ripple, without a speckle, without any movement. But it is a perfect mirror of the moon up above. In fact, you can see the moon just as clearly in the water before you as you can see above you. And how does it get any better than this? Well, it turns out this isn't just any water. This is special rid waters. Michael, what's special and sacred about them? Well, first off, we can take off all the gunk and junk that it's inside of us and throw it into the water and let it go. Well, give me an example. I want you to think of one way, just one way right now that you pick on yourself, that you belittle yourself, or you tell yourself you're less than, you're not worthy, you're not good, you're broken, you're not healthy, whatever it may be. And I want you to pull that gently out of your heart, hold it in your hand before you, and then huck it, really throw it with everything you've got into the center of the water. It almost hits the reflection directly in the center of the moon. You see ripples go out and disappear. It's gone, completely gone. And so you think, wow, is there a second thing inside of myself that I kick on myself, pick on myself, don't treat myself, or statement that I keep that makes myself feel small? And then I want you to take that back out. And you throw that with everything you got, and it lands at the center of the moon, and there are a couple rippers, and then it's just gone. And one more time, how do you pick on yourself? How do you belittle yourself? What do you say to yourself in the evening that you know does you no good, or that you keep ruminating on time and time and time again? You got that? And yes, you've got this. Take it, pull it out of your heart, pull it out of your head, and throw it with everything you've got. Lob it into the center of the moon. See that splash and see it disappear. And now there is nary a ripple on the water, just a perfection above as below, below as above. And you have the most amazing mirror pool before you to reflect and create your greatest future. And so now, I want you to take a moment and ask yourself, what's the one thing I want more than anything else? If you can't think of that, the one thing right now that would make me feel better than anything else. What's that one thing? Do you have that on your heart? Do you have that in your mind? Can you say it in just a few words? Leader, teacher, elevate, whatever it is for you. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Now, I want you to look at that mirror pool. And I want you to say some very specific words. And watch those words come out of you as pure gold. Pure golden letters. I am all powerful. And watch those golden letters splash into the pond and then travel all the way up to the moon and back. I am all powerful. Splash, up, back. I am the creator. Splash, up, back. Everything I touch turns to gold. See it hitting the water. Seeing going all the way up to the moon. Seeing it coming back down. And you can see the words, everything I touch turned to gold, shimmering in the water before. I am the master of my destiny. I am all powerful. I can create with my mind. I am the answer I've been looking for. I am the answer I've been looking for. I am the answer I'm looking for. See these golden words come out of you. Today I step forward. Today I take one step. Today I become unstoppable. Today I'm stepping into my greatest self. Today I'm stepping forward into perfect alignment. Today I'm all strong, all powerful, and the creator. All strong, all powerful, and the creator. All strong, all powerful, and the creator. And then add what your focus is, your definite chief aim, those few words. I demand I am healed. I see myself healed, or whatever these words are. I give thanks for being healed. I give thanks for my $1 million. I give thanks for reuniting with my son or with my daughter or with my parents. I give thanks for the most amazing job. I give thanks for a second lease at life. I give thanks for the most amazing twin flame. I give thanks for the baby I couldn't have. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. See it, feel it, ask for it, believe it. See it, feel it, ask for it, believe it. See it, feel it, know it, and then see it. Know it and see it. See it in the mirror pool. See it in your heart. See it in your eyes. See it in the moon. See it in the sky. See it in the reflection before you. And the more you see this each and every evening, each and every morning, and everywhere in between, the more heaven and earth must align to make it so. By order, by decree, and by law. When you put this much energy, when you put this much focus, when you put this much emotion, passion, and desire, it can't help but come true or something even better. And as you open up your eyes, standing in this power before the mirror pool that you will carry with you now, tonight, in the morning, and always, how does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? You are all powerful. You are the source. You are the future. And you are the creator. And the future you desire is yours, or something even better. Woohoo! That's all I've got for this evening. Come join us in the School of Mystics. Apparently the coupon code is there to try it still for free. Please do. I love it when a happy accident like that takes place. Come join us for Paul Selig's Day and the Guides. Oh my God, my all-time favorite spiritual author, bar none, Paul Selig. And then he's the only one I've gone to in person live myself, Paul Selig. And he's on the show this Thursday. Bruce Lipton, one of my all-time favorite shows, true hero, one of his last talks, if not the talk he's doing for a while. He honored us by coming on the Inspire Nation show. We'll be airing that again next week. It blew up when we recorded it last week. We had big audio tech problems, so we're going to be re-releasing that next week. You can't even find it this week. Come join us for that. And of course, we've got your free daily transmission, dailywoohoo.com. Please share this, share this, share this, share this, beyond share this. Big thumbs up. Leave your comments below. Oh, people, please tell me where you're at in the world. Why? Well, because I want to come to you, because we've got a talk in Montreal. How does it get any better than this? Our first talk in just 3 weeks. I believe we'll have Boston the week after that. I will let you know more about that tomorrow. Actually, we had a place that we were booking, and we're looking into a theater. We're going to see what takes place tomorrow, or if it's a little too rushed, in which case we got to dial it back. I'm taking such good care of myself now, and I want you to take amazing care of yourself as well. And Aya Bear, get some rest, and get even more rest. I will leave a last note. If anybody here has done organizing talks, if that's been your bag, baby, to quote Mike Myers, for that matter, reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. I don't pretend to know what I'm doing. I do know I'm holding the most amazing events, and I do know the right people are coming to us. All I need to do is step forward, and that's all you need to do too. Ooh, I'm hearing Australia and Puerto Rico. Oh, got New York City. We got Pittsburgh. I am loving this. We've got Florida. Oh yeah, you know we're coming to Florida. We've got Dover, Delaware. Love it. Northern Virginia. Loving it. Upstate New York. Not too far from here. Loving it. Flint, Michigan. Yes, yes, yes. Ontario. Have to, absolutely, positively. So put down either here or put it in the comment section as well. So much love to everybody. I am going to click the link now. So we have beautiful music from my dear sister, Ayla Ray, quite literally. And I love you guys. Thank you for listening this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting yourself. And thank you for being you. And as the cliche is taken, everyone else is taken. So you might as well be the best you can be. Lots of love, everybody. Night. There we go. There's the button. Love you, everybody. And thank you, I am Aaron. Thank you, everyone.
Every day there's a new horizon. Birds keep on singing, earth keeps on spinning. Time to toss any fears that rule you. Dance to vibrations, no limitations.